What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back with another video. So we just finished watching the Mabaso's family reunion. Make sure you watch it before you watch this video, and don't forget to check our website out, rate it, and tell us what you think about the series. All right, let's get down to business. All right. Okay, so we just finished watching 4 episodes of the Mabaso's family reunion.
Yeah.
So what did you think about the storyline?
I mean, for me, as I was watching it, the story is fine. I think they had a good pace to it, even. And it's possible that if they tried to make it a short movie, maybe it was not gonna land as it landed right now. So I would say I'm happy with the story. I think it was going. I mean, obviously, we're gonna have some things to say about some parts in the story, but
as it unfolds.
yeah, but otherwise, this was better than the Piano Love.
Yeah, from Black Brain.
From the same people. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
This was much better.
yeah, I think the story was going here.
Yeah. No.
It went.
Yeah. Mm.
It went.
So I could follow. I had a few laughs, and I was actually feeling for some of the characters. So, which means, I mean, they were touching the audience, because that's what you want when you're making a movie, right, or a series. You want the audience to actually relate
and follow.
And actually follow, and yeah, because otherwise, if
And
you don't
also
follow,
not try
then you're
to
gonna change the
figure
channel.
things by themselves.
Yeah.
That's also important. Okay, so what did you think about a plot, how it unfolded in front of you?
Like again, we could follow the story. Like I said, you have there's siblings, right? Bashonelwe ngumawabo. So mom's dead, so they're here trying to patanisa, to put things together to make sure that obviously they put their mother to rest. But then abana mali, that's one thing. So we did say we're gonna spoil it, so you're gonna have to go watch it before you come and watch this review. But anyway, yes. So they put together. They're trying to put together money, but abanayo imali.
They don't have the money.
Yeah, abanayo imali.
And the big brother that is supposed to have the money doesn't have the money.
Yeah, because something happened. It wasn't quite clear to me how he's losing his money, but he couldn't access his money because cut our decliner because of some technicalities.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what that was, but otherwise, the point is abanayo imali yokungcwaba mawabo. So that is what was happening in this thing.
Yes.
So now, the undertaker brings their mother's coffin, basically.
Because they couldn't pay for the dead body to stay in the...
Yeah, they couldn't pay for...
Yeah, in the funeral home.
Yeah. So now, this is the wrong body. So they open the coffin, wrong body. And then in the coffin, there's money.
And a
lot of money. 5 million rand in there. So now that is the story then has to unfold from there, because now we have this. I guess this is
wrong cops.
Yeah, this is what they have to chase. So the characters now have to decide whether they take the money or they take it back. So so I mean the idea of the story, as for me, it's gold.
It kind of reminded me of storylines like the death at a funeral.
Yeah.
The death at a funeral where it's a vibe. Someone is dead and some storylines are coming out of this.
But there's some things that are happening in the funeral and some selfishness that is happening in the story. So so the story is gold. It's we can follow, and you can tell that this story it has a potential of comedy. You can make it a very nice comedy, the way basihlanganise ngakhona. So I think the story was good.
Okay, so the opening scene yakhona, what did you think about the opening scene?
No, the opening scene, I don't like it because nothing happens to the opening scene unless they have more episodes. There's nothing happened after watching these 4 episodes. Uh, that follows what happened on the opening scene because umfundisi, there's these people that I don't know, they want something from him, they want their money.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, he seems like a crooked pastor.
Yeah. So yes, I understand they're trying to set the mood. I mean, to actually develop a character yakhe ukuthi vele he's a umrutu watsotsi.
Yes.
So by Zamanjal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watsotsi.
But he still has to be running from these guys. But these guys now are sababo.
Yeah. So the opening scene gave us an impression.
Yeah.
That this is going to be very thuggish.
Yeah.
Very quickly, and then.
Yeah. So, but then
it didn't set the tone of the story.
That did not really happen.
It did not.
Yeah, I like Alfred Ntombela, and I like what he did there. But we thought, for me,
he was not even in the opening scene. That's my problem.
Yeah, for me, if those stacks, even though he was not there, were working for him, that would have worked for me. I would have liked to say, Gotsi, we have one bad wolf, one big bad wolf. We have one villain
that has all the fingers in the pie
everywhere. Yeah. So meaning Gotsi, uthunywe bathunywe nguye Uncle Hush Pup.
Hush Puppy.
Hush Puppy to get the money. So umfundisi naye ubalekela Hush Puppy. So it must be the same thing. So that makafika that time atofuna umtimba wakhe Hush Puppy, umfundisi asimbona abaleka because so those guys they bamfuna esontweni. If they were linked to Hush Puppy, for me it was gonna work.
Yeah.
So I would say I don't like it because of that.
Yeah, the opening scene did not set the scene.
Yeah. But
it was just, hey, we have this chaotic pastor who's doing dodgy things with the other people. Yeah. Even if it was like one person, 2 people. Yeah.
It also looked like a pilot of the series for me. I don't know, I might be wrong, but it looked like this was done to apply or
to show
to
this
convince
is what we can do as a black
some brand. Sponsors for something. Because firstly the lighting was terrible there. It was flat and the whole thing was bright. The sound was also off mic most of the time, especially on the first episode. The first episode had a lot of technical stuff wrong with it. Lighting was wrong, the color was even wrong, and it wasn't graded at all. There was no grading. It was like ngathi bayishutile bayihlanganisa and sent it somewhere. So it's possible that they don't have the same characters. I guess they don't have Alfred Ntombela on the first episode because it was just a pilot.
Yeah, and also even if it was a pilot, how you do your intro, you should not give us the idea of who's in the film, because when you look at the episode 1, when it ends, in episode 1 I didn't see Alfred Ntombela, but in the intro and the line, what do you call this?
Sequence
the end credits. You see this one is going to be here, so this one is going to be here, this one is going to be here, even if they were not there. So there was no level of, oh my god, who's going to be here?
But first episode, technically, I didn't like. Second episode, they tried to fix some stuff, even though it was still not perfect. So, but otherwise, after this, from the second episode going forward, for me,
things started to make sense.
It was making sense from there.
Okay, let's get into the cast and the performances.
Okay.
Because that's gonna also give us into more meat as how the people delivered, how they performed. What were the characters in general? So the performances in the cast.
So this is a comedy, right? So I'm not sure. I don't think it has drama, comedy, dramedy, basically. So in a setup like that, what you need the main character. Main character must be the most sane person in your show. If you're trying to make a comedy, so main
So who was
characters,
the same person?
the lead character is supposed to be the most sane person, which means Tuli was supposed to be the person for that. As I see it. Yeah.
Utuli, who's having a child with some doctor
No,
who happens to be...
but the actor that they chose for the role can act the character that I'm trying to describe. Because when you're looking at this, let me just lay it out for you. So you have a sane character, the main character sane, and then you would have maybe because she has siblings, right? So then on the siblings, you have like, let's say, a drunkard, right? And you'll have maybe one of your siblings is just too rich. They don't know how they got their money, but they're just trying to flaunt it. And then you will have maybe sometimes a different uncle now who's gonna come into the thing, and then you need. I'm gonna call her Fifi. It can be a guy or a girl. So you can have a gay guy, or you can just have Fifi character. Umuntu lo ngathi utshatshararha uyabona. Yeah, lo hambisa tindzaba ungumamgobhozi nyana. So you need my character like that characters like that for a setup like this.
So they can sew the story into something beautiful.
Yeah, so you can put together a story.
Yeah.
So what they have here, they have Tuli, right? They have Natasha, right? Natasha's Mbali.
Yeah, Natasha Tan is Mbali.
Yeah.
Bongani is Bongo.
You have Bongo, and then you have Peggy, you put them Tala.
Yeah, Tulani Mtsweni.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, so combination, I think it's working. All right. So I'm happy, obviously, Tulani Peggy in the show. Yeah, I'm happy, even though I wish I'm offset and then had a different big brother. Because you need like a big brother who's gonna seem responsible.
Someone like Peter.
Yeah, maybe as the uncle or something. Yeah.
Like Peter Sepuma.
Miles Vilagazi from Rhythm City. Yes. Someone like that. So you have the big brother who's
really a big brother.
Yeah, who's
also into amatenders.
Yeah.
How he speaks their language. Magasiti comrade. Because when I thought about someone like that, I thought of
comrade.
Who's that guy? Baby Chief? Code 13. Was it Code 13?
No, that Baby Chief was
Baby Chief.
No, that is Lirato.
Losing
Lirato. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so when someone who speaks about political affiliations on a comrade, someone like
Masvilagazi would have worked. What's his real name again? Peter Simpum. Yeah, that guy would have. Yeah, the big brother who no tender, and he's under investigation, and his money is locked because of what do you call
dodgy
this?
Dealings. Construction mafia.
Yeah,
I would call it a construction mafia.
Remember recently we've had this commission of inquiry. So while that is happening, they lock your money, right?
Yeah.
So basically, he's under that, so he can't contribute really. But he still has a big voice in the family. Yeah, so
he's very commanding.
Yeah, so that guy. But Tulan, I would have put him offset uncle lele hlupako ehlala iphethe ibhiya. Yeah, ehlala iphethe ibhiya. And then nguye lofuna le mali. Uyabo. Le mali lele lehlekile nguye nje lohluphako lofuna le mali. So here they made him, he was, he wanted it first, but he has to be responsible because he's the big brother. But otherwise, yeah,
when you look at him, I do see Peter's Puma, especially that character, but I'm happy with how he did it, himself.
I know.
Especially for people because the show, Lena, it challenged a lot of actors. This is the character you would not expect to be in this certain position.
Yeah.
So it was good for them to put themselves in their position.
Yeah, it's comedy intima.
It is.
Comedy intima. It's not.
And it is strange if you put people positions babe comedic, but in general, they're not.
Yeah, cause Bonko, right? And then
Bonko
Jerry
Khoza.
Mofokeng. So for me, or even Tuli as well.
Yeah.
For me, those actors, they
Yeah.
are
Ish.
deep
Lerato
actors. They're
Mvelase. Very strict, serious.
yeah, deep actors. But again, I'm not mad. I don't mind her being Tuli because she seemed like she's the lead, and like I said, you want the lead to be the most sane person, and everybody else around is crazy.
Yeah. No, but I'm now confused a bit, especially from her being a nurse, sleeping with your friend's men, and falling pregnant. That means you slept with that person, unprotected sex.
Okay. Yes.
So that personality to getting someone, yeah, she confused me a little bit because I was like, okay,
No, but
okay, and
that's
also when she went back home in Ubukasi, exam fair to, like, I don't know, that was confusing for me because I felt like I'm not sure if it's inconsistent behavior of the character, or it was like, okay, in this particular scene, let's add Mfair to dumb down, or to cast it. I don't know.
No, I think it's just poor writing for me.
Or directing.
I think the writing is wrong there because babhale ukuthi vele she's pregnant by the doctor, right?
A doctor who happens to be umngani wakhe.
Yeah. So that's not good writing for me. She doesn't need that. It puts it that there. I think should have it doesn't need to be in the story because as the story goes, still that doesn't latch into what we are trying to do here.
And I also feel like Historiska, the wife, it would have continued without the wife. Maybe even last minute reveal.
Yeah.
Because I could see they were trying to tell us about this person is super nice. It was like very typical, like ugh.
Yeah, but that story is not that bad. It's just that they had her getting pregnant by her friend, which doesn't seem realistic for her, for the character that they were trying to build. So she could have, I mean, being pregnant is fine, right? By somebody, and she's not ready for a baby, and she's trying, I don't know, she has to decide whether to keep it or not. Yes, that's fine.
That doctor,
but now, don't entangle it into...
No, not even keep it or not.
In immorality.
The doctor is your friend's husband. That relationship is not supposed to happen at all.
Yeah, so
even that character, I got doctor, I didn't like how he portrayed it, honestly, because I know what that guy can do. He's a very good actor, but that character needed a very dumb doctor, not a doctor that's gonna act dumb, who's gonna sleep around. A very handsome doctor that is warranted. You know about Bandabashi, like, oh,
and
Dr. Shabantwana. Yeah. Even if it's not someone single, maybe like a potential boyfriend, because now them being married with a friend, it didn't do anything. If the friend and the doctor were in the same vicinity, because initially I could not see or hear that the friend and the doctor are married, because what they introduced, you see about Utuli is in a relationship with this doctor, and she's married, and the friend is telling her that, oh, congratulations, first semester, what vomiting, all that bullshit. Only to find out that, oh, the friend is the wife. It was a weak reveal that did not make sense at all. It was like,
the introduction of all the siblings was also...
the introduction of the siblings. Because if you were introducing 4 siblings who are all different, give us their life, give us their life, give us their life, give us their life. Happens. And then when the mom dies, we know who's the first person to come back home when they give that call. But listen, your mom is dead. We know. And usually that person is the older sibling.
Yeah. Who's gonna obviously tell everybody?
The older sibling. so that it gives us a direction of, okay, this thing is dignified because there's death.
Yeah.
Usofi Matandana is dead.
Sophie.
Yeah.
Sophie.
Usofi Kachirwan
Oh,
Benson British
Sophie.
Empire is
From
dead.
MZS,
We should
British
respect.
Empire.
Yeah, we should respect death, especially for black people. Black people respect Ufa.
Yeah.
And I also felt like some characters, as the time went, they forgot that sishonelwa ngumama, because ukushonelwa ngumkhulu umdala friend or something is different from losing a parent, umzali, which is a mom.
Yeah.
Some scenes you could forget. Abantu bashonelwe, no, bashonelwe.
Yeah, but
busy. They are saying a dialogue that you like, my goodness, when you were writing this, were you forgetting that these people lost a mother? If you've never lost a mom, you will never understand that feeling.
So, yes.